friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is Oliver, and we are so happy you stopped by today. If you are returning, thank you so much. You know how much I appreciate you. Today I'm participating in the 5 Under 5 challenge, which is one of my favorite challenges, and I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this Hello Fall cutout that I got from a package of wood cutouts from Dollar Tree last year. This heart that I got from Dollar Tree at Valentine's Day. My Waverly chalk paints in the color Plaster and Pumpkin, and the new color Dusk and Truffle. So I'm going to start off by using my heat gun and my Cricut spatula to remove those little wood pieces from the back of the heart that's holding it together. And it comes off pretty easy. There were a few spots where it kind of left a little bit of the strip there, but that's okay. Then I turned it over and I'm just measuring. I wanted it to be flat across because I didn't really want this to look like a heart. And then I took my box cutter here and I just cut those pieces off. Then I went ahead and filled the hanger with some spackling here. And then after that's all dry, I'm going to take each one of those paints and paint each one of those pieces. After those were dry, and I did paint the back as well. And when they're dry, I took plaster and I'm just going around the truffle color with my plaster. And then I went with my pumpkin and I just added a little bit of that to that truffle color as well, just to kind of give it a little more of a rustic, rusty look. Then I took some of the truffle and I went and did some distressing on the orange pumpkin color, and also on the blue dusk color. And then I will also do it on the plaster color. And after I get done doing the truffle all around, I go ahead on my the plaster and I'm going to do some of that orange as well. And you can see me do that there. And I'm going to do that, I think I said this already, but I'm doing that on the plaster and on the blue color. And I absolutely love the way these turned out. I don't know. I just love doing the colors together like that. Then I turned it around and I took those strips. I did paint them with the truffle and I am just using hot glue and wood glue to glue them together. Then I am going to do the same thing with my wood glue and hot glue. And these tumbling tower blocks I had in my stash from a previous DIY that didn't turn out. And so they were black, so I just painted them with that truffle color. And then I'm just using the wood glue and the hot glue and gluing one strip in the front and one strip in the back. Then I took these wood pieces. I got these from Hobby Lobby last year at Christmas time. They were 40% off. And they come like in a big roll. And I'm just using my wood glue and hot glue. I took them off the roll. And they have like felt in the middle, and I just removed the felt and then I just glued it to my pumpkin here. Then I took some of this Raffia and I just grabbed a bunch and put some twine around it and to hold it in place. And then I'm just trimming it here, giving it a little bit of a haircut. And then I am just going to use my hot glue and glue it right there on the stem of the pumpkin. And then I added some of these leaves. These leaves I got from Dollar Tree this year. They have a few burlap leaves and then these leaves in them, and I'm just adding some leaves there. Then I took this ribbon I just recently got at Hobby Lobby. It was in the fall department. I needed a buffalo check ribbon that was a little wider than the ones at Dollar Tree. So I found this and it was 40% off. So I was like, perfect. So I just made a bow there, as you saw, by doing the awareness ribbon and scrunching it with some twine and tying it with twine. Oh my goodness. It's starting off already. Okay, so I painted this Hello Fall with that blue color and used my wood glue and hot glue to put on the bottom, and there it is. I absolutely love this one. This one is my favorite, and it only cost me about $2.50 to make. Okay, so today is the 5 under 5 challenge. If you are not familiar with this challenge, each creator's DIYs that they make, each project will be under $5. And it is hosted every month by Missi with Crafty Cove and Emily with Farm Charm Chic. And this month's guest host is Robin from Robin's Buys and DIYs. All of these are amazing ladies, so make sure you check out their channels and then check out the playlist to see all the fun Fall Frenzy creations. I'll have links to all in my description box below. Here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this acorn I got last year at Dollar Tree. I just got this at a local thrift store. It was $1.98 and originally it was $49, you guys. That sign came from Dillard's for $49. This vinyl I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale for 40% off, and then I'm going to use my Plaster, my Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster, and this Deco Art Metallic Rich Espresso paint. So I'm going to start off, I did wash that all off, and then I'm going to paint it with my Plaster color. And then I took my, that vinyl, there's like 3 different patterns, and there's 6 sheets of each, so it's a pretty good deal when it's 40% off. It brings it down to like $6, I think, 6 something. And so I was real excited when I found this, and I thought this is going to be fun to use. So I cut it down to fit on the bottom part of that acorn, and then I'm just painting the top part with my Rich Espresso. I love this and the Worn Penny Metallic. Oh, you guys, for fall, I just love these colors. You're probably going to be seeing them a lot. They are just my favorite. Then I took that vinyl and I'm just putting this on the bottom part of the acorn. Now this ribbon I got from Amazon, and I am just going to glue it to go around where the vinyl and the paint meet. And I'm just gluing it to the back like you see. And then after that, I distressed some of this white sign or plaster color sign with my Rich Espresso. And then I thought, okay, I want to doctor this up a little. So I took some of these pieces from that, wheat pick. And I took these off and I'm just hot gluing these on. And then I bought some sunflowers, these orange sunflowers from Dollar Tree too. So I just kind of cut the little bottom off of that and hot glued it right in the middle. And then this ribbon is from Dollar Tree. I'm just making a bow, doing the awareness ribbon again, scrunching it up and using my twine to keep it scrunched. And then I'm going to trim that twine off and dovetail the ends, and then I will hot glue that right underneath my sunflower there. And you guys, I love this one too. That acorn, I just think it's beautiful. I hope you guys like it as well. I just love this. So after that, I took some more of this vinyl and I'm cutting it down in strips. And I decided that I wanted to go around the edge of my sign. So I'm going to cover the edge. Now, I didn't paint the side. I just painted a little bit over the edge of this sign, thinking that this was going to cover it. And then I went, oh man, I have to paint the back. So once I got this vinyl all around the edges, I did paint the back. And then I took my wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm putting this all around the back of that acorn. And then I'm just going to set it on top of my picture at an angle. And then I took an acorn that I had here and added that to that bow, and that's all there was for this one. I absolutely love this. Now this was right around $5 for me, but oh my gosh, I love it. And I did not place a hanger on it because it's so thick in the back you can just hang it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. You can follow me on social media. You can find the links to my accounts in my description box in the link tree, as well as links to other accounts that I'm affiliated with. Oh my goodness, here's DIY number 3. Oh, it's late. Okay, so I got these leaves just recently at Hobby Lobby. They were 40% off. I'm going to use a couple tumbling tower blocks. This leaf I got from Amazon, which it cost me about $1.50 for each. There were 6 in a package. Some of those transfers from Dollar Tree, this wall tile from Dollar Tree, my chalk paint in the color Plaster, and then again my Deco Art Metallic in Rich Espresso, and my worn penny. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to get another one. I'm using that one so much. I'm just going to trace out this leaf on the front of my wall decal here, and then I am going to cut this out and paint it with my Plaster color paint. And I do paint some of the edge of that leaf as well, and the back, so that way if it doesn't fit all the way, you can't really tell. And then I do 2 coats on this as well. So there you see I'm just painting the edge, and then I painted the back. So after that, I'm going to use some E6000 and hot glue and glue it on, and then I'm going to use my worn penny to do some distressing. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family, and then let me know in the comment box you're here. I'd love to get to know you, and then make sure you hit that notification bell and set it to all. That way you are notified whenever I upload a video, which is normally on Mondays at 5 Central Time, but I do participate in different challenges and playlists during the week, so that way you will know. And then you guys, everybody who's watching today, if you are enjoying today's video, please make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment, because like I always say, it helps my channel grow. It lets YouTube know you're enjoying my content, and it will push it out there more. Oh my gosh. I am tongue-tied tonight. Well, at least it'll give you guys something to laugh about, right? Now, I thought this was going to be my favorite project, and it turned out I'm just okay with it. And I think it's because the distressing maybe was a little bit too much. I went a little heavy on a couple of spots. And then some of it, my white was still a little wet, and so it kind of mixed anyways. But you'll have to let me know in the comment box what you think about this. So after that, I took one of these smaller leaves and I'm painting it with that worn penny. And then I did paint my 2 tumbling blocks with the Rich Espresso. Then I took a piece of a jumbo craft stick that I had laying around, kind of cut it down to the size I needed, and I'm painting it with my Plaster. And then once that was dry, I'm going to do just a little faint distressing with the Rich Espresso color. After that, I'm going to take this this rub-on transfer. It says Thankful, and I am just going to rub it onto my little wood piece here. And then after I have this all done, I am going to see, there it goes, it's coming. Ah, beautiful. I'm going to glue it onto that smaller leaf, and then I'm going to use my hot glue to glue this small leaf onto the bigger leaf. Now, I kept going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to hot glue this right on top of the leaf, or if I wanted to put like a tumbling tower block behind it. You have to let me know. It might have been better if I had put a tumbling tower block behind it, but it is what it is. So here I'm just using those 2 tumbling tower blocks to make a stand. And then I just made a little bow with my buffalo check ribbon from Dollar Tree. And then I made another bow with twine and put it on top of the buffalo check. And that's all there was for this one. You have to let me know what you think about this. This one cost about $3. Yeah, I think if it didn't have so much of the Rich Espresso on that big leaf, it might have looked a little bit better. Let me know what you think about it. So it's time for celebration of your recreation, and I got this from Lisa. She recreated my self-serve kitchen, and I think it is so cute. I love all those little mini utensils and plates and stuff. So cute. If you have something you would like to send me that you would like me to showcase, you can send it to my email address that's listed there and in the description box, or send it to me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I'd be happy to showcase it for you. Okay, here's DIY number 4. Okay, I'm using some of this burlap ribbon I got last year at Dollar Tree. Some of the poster stickers from Dollar Tree. One of these wood planks from Dollar Tree. And my Waverly chalk paints in the color Truffle and Plaster. So for this one, you guys, I took off the hanger and painted my sign with the Truffle color. And then I'm just doing distressing with my Plaster color. And then once that was done and dried, I took some of this burlap. I'm trying to figure out how long to make them. I wasn't sure. So I took the F, put it on, and this doesn't want to stick very well. So I'll show you what I do in a minute, but I just cut 4 of these out. And then I made sure that the hot glue went over a little bit on the burlap, but also I wanted it to be behind each letter, and then that way I knew that letter was going to stick, because you know the burlap, the glue and everything just soaks through. So I just went ahead and did that. I spelt out the word fall, so I just added my A and my L's, and I just do the same thing on each one, adding the hot glue and then tapping it on. And then here I'm going to do the L's. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I showed you all of them. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, I am being repetitive. It's late. I guess I'm getting ready for bed and not as aware as I normally am. So yeah, how are you guys doing, huh? Are you surviving this heat? I'll tell ya, we had a couple of cold days. It got down to the low 90s, but we're back up in the hundreds. I can't believe it. It's been kind of crazy, but we're staying cool. That's the important thing. Okay, so once I had those all on there, I took some of this ribbon. I got this last year from Hobby Lobby, and I just cut down 2 pieces, and I wrapped them around the top and the bottom of my sign, just like you see. And then I'm taking some of this twine from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top part of that ribbon 2 times. So I'm just going to go around once, add a little dab of hot glue, go around again, and then add a little bit of hot glue, and then I go down to the bottom and I wrap it around 2 times around the bottom, just like you see me doing here. And I do this to the top and to the bottom of my sign, and then I just add a little hot glue. Then after that, I took some twine, wrapped it around my hand about 6 to 8 times, I don't remember how many. Then I took the ends, wrapped them around the middle part of that, and tied a knot. And then I'm going to trim off the ends because I decided I didn't really want to have tails for this one. And I'm just making this little fussy bow. I don't know what you call it, what kind of bow you call it, but anyways, I'm just going to glue that right onto the top, and that's all there was for this one. I just replaced the hanger back on it, and there it is. I love it. It's so rustic, and it only cost me about $2. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, thank you so much, Lila Crawford. She just purchased or bought me a coffee, and I truly appreciate it. Girl, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, here is DIY number 5. This one is super easy. I don't even know if you can call it a DIY, but we're going to do it. So I got this it's not really a pumpkin, but it looks like a pumpkin jar at Dollar Tree last year. I've seen them this year too. Those leaves again from Dollar Tree. Another piece of wood that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's the same that I did on the first one. This tag that I got from Dollar Tree just recently, a little tea light candle, and some twine. Now this, what I was trying to say is this is the same wood piece that I used on the first pumpkin. I hope that makes sense. So I glued it on to the lid, and then I am going around and adding some moss, and I do add more moss in a little bit once I get the rest of this stuff added on. After that, I took these leaves, and I'm just going on and adding these leaves onto the lid as well using my hot glue, and I got my finger protector because I was tired of getting burned. And so once I have these 2 added on, I'm going to add the yellow. Now I kind of went back and forth with the yellow. The yellow ones don't look as real as the other 2 colors, but I went ahead and added it just to kind of give it a little bit more color. But once I had that one done, then I took this tag, and I'm just going to hot glue. This is like the faux leather, and I'm just hot gluing the strap all the way around the lid. Now I don't do it on the bottom. I make sure that I can still twist open the lid. So I'm just doing it all around the edge of the lid there. And then after I have that one, I do the other piece there. I trim it down to fit. I know it's kind of hard to see because those leaves are in the way. I should have done this before I added the leaves. But this was kind of a work in progress. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't quite sure how it was going to look. But after I had that done, I put my tea light inside, and then I took this Acorn and put it right there with the leaves. And this, you guys, cost me maybe $2.50, and I love this. I think it's so cute. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. And here is the final reveal of all my projects, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you comment, let me know which one was your favorite, and if you're going to be recreating any, I'd love to know, and I'd love to see pictures. So make sure you send them to me. And again, if you're new here and you haven't hit that red subscribe button yet, make sure you hit it before you go and become part of our family. And I will be back again on Monday with another video. So you guys have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.